Hello everyone, Hachadino over here, and this is another one of my boss guides. This is of course going to be sadly heroic and normal Ky'Veza. I still haven't gone to the mythic fight yet, but also another reminder, remember if you are watching this video in 11.0.5 or further, just try to get the new one, should be already on my channel in another playlist. And this one, as you might know, it's going to change on the 22nd of October, so it will only work for around 1 or 2 weeks more. Now, on my talents, here is the Deathstalker single target situation. Nothing crazy here, just regular dust, but one thing that we do like to have on Ky'Veza is elusiveness. Why? Because of one of her mechanics that will kill you if you are below 10%. So let me show you. It's called Reaper. If you are below 10%, you get hit by a hit to 10 million. In this case, you are not going to be saved by cheat death, so it's useless to have on this fight. That's why you want to have, of course, access to elusiveness, because this gives evasion and feint damage reduction. As here, 20% and 20%. Now, for the boss itself, I'm going to explain it, of course, with one of my kills. And as you may know also, you have access in this sheet that I have to a lot of videos and cool things that we have for Sublety Rogue. So let's go into it. This boss is quite finicky, but sadly, as Sublety, sometimes even if you could get a mechanic, you have to send your cooldowns because you are going to lose a cast anyway. Now, of course, I'm going to put this without sound, but I'm going to explain things normally. Ideally, of course, you would have here the two trinkets that are recommended for Sublety, being Transmitter and Queen's Mandate. I don't have them, so just ignore those. I'm going to use my Keys of Death thingy. It's not a bad trinket, but it's also not the best. Now, for the opener, you will do the opener as always. You will begin with a Shadow Strike and getting your Slice and Dice up, and then go into your cooldowns. So remember, in this case, that we do not expend Clear the Witness on our normal opener. Then we'll do our normal rotation with 2 dances with a Vanish just after the first circuit technique. Now here, when you are in your second dance, it's possible that you get chosen by the places, but don't get crazy, you just keep hitting the boss in this case until it's the next time. We do use our Clear the Witness proc if possible. Here I did a little misplay because I didn't spend all of my combo points, but I went into dance with my tag. Now, of course, I didn't get chosen by the daggers, so that's a little bit of a DPS win. Now here, we are still doing the normal mechanic. Now you will have another dashes. Other people got chosen. Here, as you might know, you would use a dance if you don't get chosen. But if you do get chosen, you can kind of hold this one, nothing crazy. And then after this will be the interface. Try not to get hit by the balls, or if you get hit, hope are defensive, or be in heroic in this case and you die. I would have died on mythic. And afterwards, we are going to go into the interface. Now, in the interface, in mythic, you will want to save cloak or at least one of the heavy cooldowns for the phase ending. But in heroic and normal, you just dodge the lines. When you get the line, you camp and then try not to get hit by your comrades' lines. Here I will have gotten hit by one at least, so I just camped. Use your cooldowns as always. Remember, same as in the opening, you're going to use 2 dances, and then they are going to be drifts for ranged people. And here you can see me using one Shadow Dance with no issues. Then the people that got the reefs are going to get the balls, are going to use them. And now here you could get the dashes. Here you would also hold or not, depending on if you got it or not. I didn't get it again, so I'm just going to keep using my finishers. Always. Sadly, at this time I was not that much geared, so my DPS is not crazy. But basically, this is all the mechanics that the boss has in heroic and normal. In normal, the interface has the things, and there are also no balls that spawn, but that is not a huge change. Now, one thing that I can say for Mythic is that the timers for the daggers and other things change a little bit. So sadly, I will not be able to help you on those. But even then, as you might see, the boss is not super mechanic intensive after you know the 2 or 3 things she has. Well, that was everything for this time. Just remember, every around 35 seconds or something, there will be the dagger, and then you will get the balls. If you get chosen, you have to take note of that. When Queen's Bane expires is when the balls have. Here you can see I got one of the dashes, and I use a state still. Even if you are in the other zone, don't mind it, it takes a little bit to explode. So, hope you have a good day, and I will see you on the next video.